of course, we do have a fire pit. And over there as well, we got the snow-capped mountains too. And it looks like we're probably gonna be alone tonight. Come on now, sun. Come on now. But wow, I cannot get over that sunset setting right over the red rocks. We have the fire ring set up for tonight. And of course, we're gonna be watching Netflix on the projector. It's gonna be an awesome night. All right, we got some tea in hand. Fire on standby. With a beautiful view.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just order the dash for us.
All right. Hey, Don.
Yeah.
I was just looking to get 2 showers, if that's okay.
It's $12 even.
That's fine. Card, please.
Just throw that in the dash of your vehicle, and then I'll have you park parallel to the Texaco building. There's the 2 red doors on the end of the showers and restrooms.
Got it. Thank you so much. How you doing?
What's going on, sir?
Can I get steak tacos?
How many?
3, please.
3 steak tacos. Can I review anything else?
Yeah, I'll do the lime soda.
Got 3 steak tacos and a lime soda, right? After tax, we're at $13.08. Please
Thank you,
and
man.
thank you.
Well, there goes the meal plan I've been on for a couple months. We are currently in Moab, Utah, right in the Moab food truck park. And as you can see, there's a bunch of basically just food trucks. Anything you want, they have, which is awesome. Moab is 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend if you're around the area. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's very small, but there are so many things to do here. And today we went on a 10-mile hike, so this is definitely deserved. But so far, our stay here in Utah has been awesome. I can't really complain. Shit.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. I've never tried that before, but that is amazing. Utah has definitely lived up to our expectations. Been to so far 2 national parks out of, I think, the 4 national parks that are in Utah, maybe 5, but they've been absolutely amazing, stunning, and I'm actually a really big fan of hiking now, which is kind of shocking to say. But tonight is Saturday, and it was already a pretty long day. It's already 5 o'clock, so after this we're gonna drive to our spot, which I think is around 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I don't know. There's a bunch of spots around here, awesome views. But I think we're kind of due for just a chill night. We've been running around like crazy these past couple days. If there is Wi-Fi, would love to play some video games. But I know for sure we're gonna start a fire as well. But yeah, really tonight's just gonna be a chill night, hanging around the canyons. So I'll see you guys out. Well, we finally made it to our spot after about an hour drive. Honestly, it wasn't that bad, but this is what we're looking at. Beautiful landscape. The sun is setting pretty quickly, but of course, we do have a fire pit. And over there as well, we got the snow-capped mountains too. And it looks like we're probably going to be alone tonight, which is really cool. We've been to a couple spots here in Moab, Utah, where it's very similar, very familiar spots, really. I mean, they all kind of have the same things, right? The beautiful landscapes, of course. You know, you got the fire ring, of course, and then, you know, last but not least, you're also secluded and mainly by yourself. But one thing I will say about this spot is that you got the snow-capped mountains on your left, and then you got the red rocks over on the right. I've never seen that before. With that being said, we are only getting about 1 bar, so very limited on the amount of Wi-Fi that we have, but I do think that we're able to at least set up Netflix on the projector tonight. If you guys seen my previous video of us camping in Utah, you'll know that I tried to set up a projector up on the bus, but ended up being like a sandstorm and it ended up raining a lot. So made the executive decision to not play video games. I know I owe you guys, you know, one night of me playing video games outside, which is something that I haven't necessarily done yet before, so I want to do that myself. And right now is a perfect time to do it, but I just don't have the Wi-Fi to do it. And yes, I do know that Starlink exists, but I will say I can count on one hand how many times that we've had issues with Wi-Fi in off-road spots like this. Yes, would Starlink be perfect in this scenario, just because obviously we have open sky for the satellites to, you know, come through and give us Wi-Fi and everything, but I've never really had problems with Wi-Fi that much, honestly. I mean, we're never really that off-road, just because the bus can't really go that off-road anyway. We're probably around 5 minutes off the main road, and it's just because we're in the middle of Utah. So there's not gonna be Wi-Fi anyway. But as you guys can probably tell, the sun is setting really quickly. It's pretty cool. The sun sets at 8 o'clock now. You know, about a month ago, it set at like 5:30, which I think is ridiculous because of daylight savings, but the sun is setting pretty quickly, and I have a lot of things to set up to get the night started. Don't get me wrong, I love having nights like this, where you just set up the projector, start a fire, and watch a movie. But I would be lying to you guys if I said it was easy. I mean, I make it hard on myself because, you know, I want it to look aesthetically pleasing, and, you know, I just, you know, want to enjoy it with the most capable things that we have. But God, is it a pain in the ass to set up everything. Projector screen is up, and honestly, usually I do tie down with the strings, but I don't think I'm going to. We bought some pretty cool things when it comes to living on the road, like toys and just, you know, things to do. But this right here, this inflatable couch, has been something that we've been using basically every single weekend. And the missus gave me shit at first, but finally convinced her, and I will say this is one of our bigger and best purchases. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, like, hell yeah, this is sick, like an inflatable sofa. You know what's cool? An inflatable sofa. But you know what's cooler? An inflatable sofa that can turn into a bed. Come on now, son. Come on now. We haven't really used this feature, to be honest with you, but might be something we use tonight for sure. All right, now time for the main event itself, which is the projector. I have a lot of difficulties setting up this projector just because, you know, we're never on even ground. So the projector can go like this, it could go like this, it could be even sometimes. But to be honest with you, it's always unpredictable. But this is sand, so I have a feeling I might be able to like manipulate it a little bit to the point where I don't have to stack books like I've been doing in the past. You guys probably can't see that, but there is a light on there, obviously, because of the projector. And since it's still kind of light out, you can't really see it. So it's gonna have to get a little bit darker for this to actually work. But Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. I cannot get over that sunset setting right over the red rocks. We have the fire ring set up for tonight, and of course, we're gonna be watching Netflix on the projector. It's gonna be an awesome night. While that sun is setting, we probably have another 15, 20 minutes before we can actually start watching something on the projector, so it gets a little bit darker out, but it's got a little chilly out, so got my flannel, got some long pants on, and I think I'm gonna start up the fire. Not outdoorsy in any sense, but I did get a Walmart axe. It's from Walmart, so obviously it's not the greatest thing ever, but gotta say it's been treating me pretty well. If you guys saw my snowstorm video, then you'll know that we got stuck in a snowstorm inside this bus, and all we had to keep us warm was wood and fire because we don't have a heating system. So that axe actually came in handy. We do have some leftover firewood as well from the Grand Canyon. This is Grand Canyon wood all the way back from Arizona. That's how long we've been away from the colder weather. And that is because Utah is obviously known for its heat, but I will say we're at Utah at a perfect time. I think it's not too hot, and it's honestly not too cold. Like, this is not cold at all in any sense. Someone was nice enough to leave us some branches too. I don't know if these are going to be any good, but they don't seem dry at all. Usually branches like this are dry, which is probably why they haven't used them, but you know, who knows, they might work. And that is a fire looking over that gorgeous sunset. Cool thing about having an inflatable sofa is that we had these chairs before we even bought that, so it's a win-win. You can have both chairs. Plus, I don't really want to have the inflatable sofa near a fire, just because obviously it can melt and ruin it. So before I enjoy that beautiful fire and that beautiful sunset, I'm gonna make myself some tea. I'm not really a big tea guy, to be honest with you. It's gonna be my first time trying it. But something that recently just happened is that our water pump went, which means that there is no running water, hot or cold, no water in general. So this Brita has been our lifesaver. Yeah, it's been a pretty rough month. Blew our transmission, one of our tires went, water pump went, we cracked our windshield. Just endless things. But at the end of the day, this is the type of lifestyle that we chose to live. You know, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? You gotta adapt to these types of scenarios. And the good news, this is peppermint tea. Again, first time trying tea. I don't know if I'm really gonna like it, probably not, but since it's so cold out, I want something warm. And it is way too late to be having caffeine right now. I already had 3 cups today, and I am not gonna have my 4th cup at 9 o'clock at night. All right, I think that's done. Okay, not enough water. But, all right, let's try this again. Should be enough water. Perfect. All right, we got some tea in hand. Fire on standby. With a beautiful view. Of course, we got our projector for tonight. That's my thumbnail. It's not actually set at Netflix. But yeah, gonna try to warm up near the fire, enjoy the rest of the sunset, and then hopefully watch a movie here. Yeah, well, here goes nothing on this tea. It's peppermint tea, so I think I'll like it. It's not bad. It just tastes like water. Well, last night I slept like a baby. It was quiet, dark, and very peaceful. And right now it's absolutely gorgeous out. It says it's 48 degrees, but honestly it feels like it's 70. I was also a little worried on keeping all of this out last night. Obviously I put in the projector and all the wires and cords and stuff just because I didn't know if it was going to rain or anything, but just based off of our previous experience of, sleeping here in Moab, I've had some previous experiences of, high winds and everything, so I was a little worried on setting up all of this and keeping it out last night, but it looked like it didn't even move an inch. Last night was absolutely amazing. I mean, we had the fire set up, we had the projector set up, we ended up watching Goodfellas, ended up sleeping on that couch right there, so I had to, cut it a little bit early. Goodfellas is a 2.5 hour movie, so very long movie, and it was already kind of laid out, but ended up finishing it inside the bus, and yeah, it was just a great night, great Saturday, but obviously today is a Sunday, which means that it is chore day. So got to start packing up, getting ready, and yeah, starting our week here.